The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, December 3rd on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Claim your risk-free bet up to $500 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making those smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, December 3rd. Holy shit. It's been a wild day. Today's been a wild day of hoops. Wild day of college football. Just wild shit happening everywhere. I really want to brag right now, but I'm going to give it a second. Folks, if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Dant, Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
Woo! I mean, is plus 900 not good enough for you? We're going to talk all about it. I am joined by my co-host. Hopefully you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Shout out to the chat. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, the host of the Big 12 College Experience, the host of the Ryan and Rush Show, and the NFL Gambling Podcast. Give it up for Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. Ryan McIntyre. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. You know, everybody's talking college football, but we may have had maybe the most underrated and undercovered day in the history of this sport. Nobody knows that Duke, Kentucky, and Villanova all fucking lost today. Nobody's talking about it. I mean, college basketball never disappoints. I mean, what do we have? Marquette go down. We have Purdue go down. Everybody's gone down this week. It's crazy.
Oh, it's been wild today. And,
it's been wild this whole week.
I'm excited to talk about today's action.
Yeah.
I'm going to put off my shit talk until we get to the game chronologically. But let's recap some action. But before I do that, folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Bet Rivers. Yes, Bet Rivers is available in over 14 states plus Ontario, Canada. What are you doing, folks? Bet Rivers has some of the best live betting markets in the space. Their betting menu is second to none, including a ton of props. So what are you doing? Sign up using our link to get a risk-free bet up to $500. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetRivers. Problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, we are back on the college basketball experience, and the day started off with a bang. Because the Bucknell Bison, who we took Bucknell, but we didn't take them on the money line. No. They went up to State College, Pennsylvania, and dominated. I watched this game, and I mean it was neck and neck pretty much the whole game. They pulled away late. Bucknell 76, Penn State 67. College basketball is insane right now. This is part of it. I not that we think Penn State is some juggernaut. But we also have watched Bucknell this year. And look, I thought they were playing a little bit better. I didn't think they'd go into State College and win. Shout out to the Bison. What'd you make of this one?
Absolutely crazy. I mean, it set the tone for the whole day. I mean, we talked about Bucknell was almost on auto fade mode going into the week, but I mean, Bucknell quietly all of a sudden, I took them the other night against Princeton, covered, and then they win at Penn State outright. What the fuck is going on? I mean, goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, college basketball is insane right now.
It's crazy.
So I started out pretty decent because Notre Dame covered against Miami. Miami only won by 13. I'm your leprechaun. Also, Northern Kentucky covered for us against UPUI. So opened up 3-0 in the first games, but I didn't bet any of them, unfortunately. Then Virginia drilled Syracuse. I was on the wrong side of that. I didn't bet that though, but what'd you make of Virginia just stomping on Syracuse?
I ended up betting this. I ate shit. I thought Syracuse would keep this thing close. Virginia had a hell of a week. I mean, you look at what they did, rolling Texas A&M the other night, and Syracuse in the same week. Good week for the Wahoos.
Very good week. So you started off 0-1. So did I. Mine was this one: Marquette, Wisconsin. Shaka, you're never going to beat Wisconsin. I'm convinced. This is like DeBauer against Dan Lanning. It's just not going to happen. This game, I thought Wisconsin took Marquette's punches pretty well. This is a battle too, right? You won a battle here, didn't you?
Yeah. Me and Rush got on Wisconsin, baby.
Moneyline Mac wins a lock battle with the fucking Cheesehead Badgers, whatever the hell, on Wisconsin. I was impressed though, because they took Marquette made a couple runs. They made a couple runs and tied this thing up, or got right in with. I don't know if they actually tied it. They got within like a point, and Wisconsin answered each call each time and won by 11. Noah, what'd you make of this one?
No, just shout out Rush Bishop. I mean, he gave out one pick on the show. He went 1-0. He went 1-0 in lock battles against Colby. I mean, how can you have a more perfect day than that?
It's true. Very true. Shout out to Rush Bishop. What'd you make of this game, man?
Wisconsin quietly playing really good basketball. Won 5 in a row since getting drilled by Providence. 6-2. They have Marquette's number. There's always somebody that has your number. Shaka cannot get the staples out of his mind. He cannot beat Wisconsin. And hey, here we go. Tuesday night to start the Big Ten. Wisconsin, Michigan State. Here we go, baby.
Oh yeah, this should be a good one. Give me Michigan State. But let's go. Holy Cross got drilled by Central Connecticut State. Points did not hit for me on this, but we're not going to break this down. UMass, your boy Frank Martin took care of business against South Florida. Here I was dumb enough to take South Florida. What was it, 7.5? I didn't bet this. But I thought it would be close. We were spot on with UMBC bouncing back and taking care of Lehigh. You were right on Kennesaw State. I was wrong on Georgia State. We didn't bet these, but I'm pissed at myself for not betting Presbyterian because I know you ate shit with your VMI lock. Presbyterian goes in to Lexington, Virginia, and gets that dub. Cover the 3.5. They win by 4.
I know, fucking bastards. A good game. I did not watch it. Obviously, I was watching football and I was watching some of the higher level games. But I was score watching. It was within 6 points the whole way, it felt like.
And I can tell you this one. I might have to throw a game ball to the Sycamores of Indiana State because they're nasty. I watched this game, had this on a screen here. They took it to Bradley the entire fucking game. 85-77 win at Bradley. Great game. Cannot believe that Memphis. I feel like Memphis was beating Ole Miss. Yeah. I would love to know the stats on this. I feel like Memphis had the lead on Ole Miss for, I would guess, 35 to 36 minutes of that game. They were never like in true, like it was never like a 10-point game or 12-point game that I can recall. It was like Memphis up 5 or 6. I feel like the entire game until the final couple minutes of Chris Beard and Ole Miss, made a run and got it done. 80-77 Ole Miss. Memphis, you got to make your free throws. You got to make your fucking layups. I feel like Ole Miss stole a win, in my opinion. It was a fair game. It was like a fair game, but I still feel like Memphis didn't execute down the stretch. Ole Miss did. That was the difference in the game. What'd you make of this?
Chris Beard doing wonders down there, man. What, 7-0? Memphis, I mean, you know that little chart that like says expected win percentage? It was like Memphis was all the way up here. It was like 90+% with 5 minutes to go, and then they just completely choked that away. Great week for Ole Miss, and Musi Cisse was in action today.
There you go. I don't know why we didn't lock up Youngstown State. If anything, did you lock Bob Morris?
I did 8 shit.
That line stunk, but
I know.
But I still
Courtney
just thought,
Love won.
Yeah,
Courtney Love lost.
High Point stuck it to North Florida. This game I had on the TV right here. Northern Iowa, Evansville. This game, dude, the Purple Aces. Let's talk about them.
They're good.
Dude, Northern Iowa got up big. Evansville battled back. Took it to overtime. This game was fucking awesome. Evansville got it done. They really won by like 5. Northern Iowa hit a 3 at the buzzer. Down 5. You know what I mean? So it was a 2-point win on the box score. I'm really impressed with Evansville. And I'm just, dude, I have a feeling that the Valley is going to be chaos.
I share that feeling with you. I cannot wait for this league. I mean, who's the worst team in the Valley right now? I guess Valpo.
Yeah, they're the one shitty team, right?
Outside of that, I mean, everybody is a quality team. Everybody's a top 150 team. Everybody's got a chance to win the tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah. The conference tournament, folks. He's not talking about the NCAA tournament.
I have to
maybe
the
NCAA tournament. Why not?
Northern Iowa has blown about 3 or 4 games in the final minutes. Is this an issue? Because they're an experienced team from last year.
It's a good point. It's a very good point.
How many of them in Atlantis, and then this one to Evansville?
Yeah. Yep. That's a very, very good point.
Yep.
Why did I not bet the Citadel? I talked to Terrell Fairman this morning on the show, and he said Mac's my guy, but he's crazy to bet A&T. Well, Terrell was actually right because the Citadel won by 17 against A&T. I didn't bet this. I should have bet this. I thought about this last night, if you remember correctly. They're
awful, man. They
might be the worst team.
Yeah, they failed the system. All these teams have won their home openers, and the Citadel was laying 6. How do you not cover that? Like, that's like an auto play. God damn. Yeah, they're on fade mode.
This one was I hit. This is one of my locks here. Furman plus the points, but I also bet the money line, and I don't know how they did not win this fucking game. They had like an 8-point lead with 3 minutes left, and they lost. Princeton 70, Furman 69. We locked it up. We hit, but I did sprinkle that money line, and I thought for sure with the 3-minute mark, I had to go pick up some food. So I'm like, I got this. I cannot believe they lost this fucking game because they had no business losing this fucking game. Did you get eyes on this one?
I saw the ending. I mean, complete collapse by Furman. Furman, another team that's a little bit disappointing out of the gates, 4-4. They got Arkansas on deck. I mean, Princeton continues to roll. What are they now? 8-0. The magic continues.
Yeah.
Fucking Ivy.
I'm disappointed in myself for not locking up St. Bonaventure -10 because Buffalo is terrible. Bonnie's win by 15. Dayton rolled Grambling. I took the points of Grambling. I didn't bet it, but I did do this. This is why you get the app, and this is why you talk about if you checked out the morning show this morning. I bet the shit out of North Alabama today.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this line went up overnight. I got this shit at like 19 and a half. They should have won the game outright. By the way, dude, I watched this whole game. I love Jerome Tang.
They should have lost.
I'm out on them this year, dude. I'm out on them. Like I want to root for them. But when I watch them, I don't think they're very good. We hit on that. I'll play my fucking music. The Lions roared. They should have won outright. This game had no business going to overtime. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, I mean, Jerome Tang had another. Will McNair was out today, so another guy that
three guys. I mean, you're looking at Tomlin and then one of the other expected starters this year, who's injured. Tomlin's suspended.
Yeah, Tomlin's suspended now. McNair's was suspended today. I mean, they got issues right now. I don't know what's going on with them. They were fortunate once again. They should have lost Bob Roberts. Should have lost to North Alabama. I guess it's good to find a way to win, but They got to start playing a lot better, man. They're shit. They're shit right now.
Yeah. We also locked up Florida State. Boom! They had a halftime lead, but man, they look like shit in the second half. Carolina battles back. Carolina wins by 8. We cover the 13. Easy peasy. Fuck out of here with that line. That was a triple log, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm not even going to get my music going, but Old Dominion, I was surprised. I didn't bet this. Old Dominion got worked by Northeastern. We were on it, spot on with BU Boston.
Got tossed.
Ah,
yeah, he got tossed. Yeah.
We were spot on with Boston on a money line play with Sacred Heart. They fucking won by 21 against fucking Sacred Heart. We were all over that. I tried to tell you, never take Stonehill as the golf course. Rolled Stonehill by 15. Binghamton. There's no sand trap. There's a little bit of a sand trap for Stonehill, but nice win there. I know you ate shit on that one. Valpo covered against Belmont. Didn't bet that. Ohio, Delaware. This game was a lot closer. I'm glad you guys talked me off locking Ohio because I thought about betting Ohio. Delaware missed a game winner.
I did bet Ohio.
I would have. Like if you guys had just nudged me a little bit, I would have bet them yesterday. I did bet Lafayette though. Boom! Get out of here with these double-digit lines. The Big Red. Your boy Dundee knows a thing or two. About a thing or two. Another one that we loaded up on as far as we agreed. We didn't bet this, and why did we not bet this? St. Francis, PA continues to find gold. They go down to DC and beat AU. They were great to us the other night. We picked this correctly, but fuck, I didn't see them winning this one outright. Big time win for the Red Flash, getting it done. What'd you make of this one?
That was a big win. American looked good the other night. Who was it again? It was against Harvard. Yeah, so maybe a little bit of a sleepy spot. St. Francis gets it done. Good win. I didn't see them winning, but yeah, great win.
Yeah, I didn't see them winning either.
They beat Lehigh the other night too. They're rolling.
Bellarmine got drilled by Ball State. Didn't bet this. Nice win for the boys in Muncie. Cannot believe North Texas covered Valley State's gigantic number. Shout out to the Mean Green. Never take miss. No, we didn't bet that, but I did bet this one, and I ate a big old bag of shit with this one. Villanova, I took minus 10.5. They lost outright to Drexel. Hey, Villanova, maybe you should never schedule someone else in Philadelphia or anywhere near Philadelphia ever again because your losses are to Drexel, Penn, and St. Joe's. Is LaSalle on the schedule coming up? Because watch the fuck out. Unbelievable. Or Temple? Jeez. I mean, what do you make of this? Now I'm starting to buy into Neptune's not going to make it there, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to have a serious conversation because a week ago I was buying back into Villanova, but
yeah,
you can't go 0-3 in the Philly games. That's unacceptable. And you can't lose to Drexel after you just got embarrassed by 15 by St. Joe's on your home court. So I don't know what's going on there. They got K-State on Tuesday, which is ironic because K-State's playing like shit. Villanova's playing like shit. Something's got to give there, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of these Villanova Wildcats because they're undefeated as long as they don't play the Philly teams.
Yeah. Duke loses outright to Georgia Tech. What is happening in college basketball? Drexel beats Nova, Georgia Tech, and David Stoudemire. Holy shit, that's a huge win there. Duke looks very questionable right now. Very questionable. I watched this whole game. Georgia Tech was a better team all game.
Yep.
All game. This was no fluke. I can't believe that Duke's dropped 2 in a row. They do have the Clits next, but the Clits are playing good ball. That's in Cameron Indoor, so I'm sure they'll probably get that. But what do you make of this one?
I texted you, and in the preseason, I was saying I think we're crowning this team too early. This team has some North Carolina vibes of last year, where they go on a run with the rookie head coach. The ACC was shit. They give them credit. They won their tournament. Then they got bounced by Tennessee because they just got completely punked. Now they're 5-3. They haven't really beaten anybody. I mean, they beat Sparty, but Sparty's been bad. It feels like they got all this talent, but the pieces are not meshing right now. And I mean, you got to look at the head coach right now, I think. Kind of like with Hubert Davis. You got to look at Shire because they're not playing good at all right now.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's those new glasses he's wearing.
Yeah, he needs to ditch those. I don't know, man. They're soft. They're a bad defensive team right now. They don't guard.
They
anybody.
were getting killed on the fucking alley-oop.
Yes.
Multiple times. I feel like they dialed up. Yeah. Cleveland State beat the shit out of Detroit. No surprise there. And then somehow, some way, I don't even know. I saw the chat talking about this. I don't even know how I covered this one. But UT Martin gets the cover against McNeese. I had turned this off and took this as an L. Nope. Check my account. I go, what is this extra money in here? Oh, the Skyhawks. I want that pilot. Let's go. They cover against McNeese by 1.5. Let's fucking go. What'd you make of that one? You wrote that, right?
Yeah, but I thought they were dead. I mean, they were down 20.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I got extremely lucky on another play too, but that one was like, what? How did I fucking make money there? South Carolina Upstate beat North Carolina Central at the buzzer. Watch out for Upstate. They're good. Nice win there, 85-82. And then this is the one I was referring to. So last night on the show, Jacksonville was laying 2.5 against Georgia Southern. I was all over the 2.5. The only thing is I didn't place the bet until this morning, and it was 1.5. And holy shit, did I get lucky, because Jacksonville only wins by 2 against Georgia Southern. If I had just remembered to bet this last night, I would have lost money, but I bet it this morning. And I'm very lucky because I would have pulled the trigger on this last night. I just forgot to bet it. So I'll play my fucking music. Hopefully you get the best of that number. Did we have a battle on this?
Yeah, so I won Georgia Southern plus
2.5.
But you won your actual bet. Hello, middle.
I'm telling you, I sat there like this morning and I was like 1.5. I can't believe the line went down. And I was like, I'm loading up on this. All right, that's luck.
It reeked.
That's luck.
Reeked.
No, that's luck. I would have bet that last night. I would have bet that last night had I just not. IPFW beat the shit out of Oakland. You were all over that one.
Yeah, I added that as a lock. I mean, Oakland had been playing so well; they were due for an egg.
Yeah. Davidson, easy fucking play. Wildcats, baby. We were both on this one as they get it done against Wright State. Let's go. And then, I mean, technically, I guess we could throw this in the luck bin too. Even though I feel like it should have hit, but it got sweaty. I got nickels. This thing closed actually. If it closed at 14.5, so you're fine. We called it on the show last night at 13.5, but either way, the Colonels cover by 0.5 point against La Tech. We get it done. Let's fucking go. Colgate only loses what by 27 to Arizona. That line was 21. I didn't touch that. Nice win for Arizona. You were spot on with Montana against San Jose State. Nice play there as they won by 17 against Tim Miles. What's happened with Tim Miles and San Jose State? They haven't looked good the past 2 games.
I don't know. I took Montana, so I actually locked it today. I'm not a believer in the San Jose State.
I thought you locked it last night, man. I think you locked it last night too.
I did lock up Montana. So there's so many games last night. It's hard to remember which ones you actually locked on the show versus this morning on the picks page.
Yeah, but we know we bet this last night. Southern Illinois minus the points against Travis Ford. 40-point win. We didn't sweat for 1 second. Shout out to Jared Buchanan. Appreciate you, Jared. Giving us $10. Appreciate you, man. This was the easiest bet of the day, right? Well, I don't know. I might have one. Me and Noah might have one, but Southern Illinois drills St. Louis by 39 fucking points. Travis Ford proven. I'm telling you, in a game where St. Louis is on the same level, you got to fade them. It's made me a lot of money over the years. I know you too. I'm talking to the audience, but what'd you make of this one?
Yeah, no. Travis Ford seat's going to get really, really hot here. Lost 4 out of 5. His only wins over Dartmouth by 1 point.
Yeah.
Now they got Drake on deck. They're going to get fucking killed in that game. And then they got Hofstra. I don't know, man. This has got dumpster fire written all over for the Billikens.
Yeah.
This is it for him.
We locked up the Wagner Seahawks, and what they do is a 7-point dog. They won outright against Stony Brook. Fly, baby, fly. Let's go. We were fucking rolling. We were rolling. And trust me, it gets better, folks. This is why you subscribe. All right. Once again, this is not a pick service. All right. Well, it is a service in a way. You watch it on YouTube, and then you should bet those games, and you should win. Sometimes you lose, and you're entitled to talk shit then. Or really anytime, but Fair Dick. Why do we not bet Fair Dick against NJIT? I told you I was confident about this one. Fair Dick got it done.
Fair Dick's playing well now.
But we're in the circle of trust. I decided to throw some money on Michigan money line. You fucking losers. Hey, Noah, Michigan should have won today if they could hit a fucking free throw. You fucking losers. You losers. You had this game. I knew when I went to overtime, I knew I was fucked. So I throw $50 on Michigan money line to win this thing. They should have won this game, but they're dribbling the ball off their fucking legs. They can't get the ball down the fucking court. This one drove me fucking insane. I know it had to drive you insane too, but we should have made money on this. This wasn't even a picks page lock. I'm being honest. I bet this money line just on the fly because I was winning on some other games. Chasing the
turnovers and free throws were just brutal. And also like in a total smash spot matchup, Olivia Akamwa was a no-show tonight and also had a couple of turnovers from the front court, which is just never a good thing. We were like, Tennessee was somewhat happy, I guess, or not really happy, but they didn't care that they lost Kamala. They were like, he's not a consistent effort player. Today was the first sign of that. It was like, I don't know what's going on. Like this guy should be out there dominating today. But it was not. It was again a Doug McDaniel show. I'm never going to complain about that. I'll take a Doug McDaniel show over a Hunter Dickinson show because a Hunter Dickinson show is just a clown show. But I mean, again, like it's a road game at Oregon. It's a tough place to win.
My theory.
I thought they were going to.
Remember my theory.
Yes, I know your theory.
Michigan won in football,
but
lost in basketball.
I want Oregon.
That's right. It was a lock battle between you two.
I did. How ugly was that game the last 2 minutes? Because Oregon didn't do themselves any favors too. They go to inbound the ball and he just throws it to the fucking guy guarding him. I'm like, what is wrong with this fucking game right now? And then Michigan's dribbling off their foot. I'm like,
yeah. Oh my god, dude! Getting the ball up court, getting the ball inbounds and up court. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, what do you got? You guys been playing basketball your whole life? Someone set a fucking screen. Set a screen.
And then Oregon's played it that they won it on was such a half-ass play. They made a Hail Mary 3, and I'm like
crazy 3. Yeah.
I was like, that's not even a good set. Like that's just like this game's on crack. Just end this shit.
You should have seen me. You should have seen me because McDaniel had just hit a 3 to tie it up like the possession or two before. When I thought it because Oregon got it to a 5-point lead in overtime. Yeah. Michigan actually ties it up because I thought it was cooked. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're back, baby. And we had a couple guys here in the studio. And then that garbage 3 by Oregon. I'm just sitting there. I throw my fucking papers in the air. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
It was a miracle he made that. When he shot, I go, what the fuck? Oh, he made it.
Oh man, Barry's having a tough one. Huh?
It was such a bad. It was just a bad game down the stretch. That was what I took away from that game.
Winthrop, Coastal Carolina, I believe was a push. Winthrop wins by 3. You were right on this one. I didn't bet this, but Missouri State got drilled by Drake. I took like the 8 points, I think, with Missouri State. Drake fucked them up.
Drake's fucking good too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing. How about Loyola Chicago showing up and beating down Harvard? Harvard got worked by them. We did lose money here. Rutgers. What the fuck, Rutgers? Illinois came in there and beat their ass from the start. This was like 15-2 to start the game. I was just like, oh, great. Rutgers isn't the type of team to battle back from big deficits either. Maybe at the rack occasionally, but we ate a big bag of shit there. Cal State, Northridge, Northern Colorado. Once again, another push. Somehow, some way, NC State beat Boston College. You filthy fucking losers. In overtime. Good game, but we hit on this one. Southern Indiana. They lose 54-52. So I had this game on one of the screens, but I didn't have the volume going because it was a critical time in the football thing, the football games. Am I crazy? If you watch this, I don't know what happened because I didn't care to turn the volume up. But Southern Indiana makes a shot. It looks like at the buzzer that would be a 3-pointer. I don't know. It was waved off, but according to the clock that I thought ESPN had, it looked like it was like the one we're watching on the screen. There was still a second left, but I don't know what happened either way. I'm kind of glad because I did think maybe he stepped on the line and I was like, don't go to overtime. Don't go to fucking overtime. So I'm happy in a way, but I would like some more clarity on what the hell actually happened in that game. But we hit there. You know who's really bad? Pacific. They got destroyed by 20 in Flagstaff.
They're embarrassing.
Unfucking believable. UCF drilled Lipscomb. I didn't bet this, but I took the 10.5 with Lipscomb. And now we get to the game. Noah, are you ready for this? Because so last night I said, oh, this is the lock of all locks with UNC Wilmington. And Noah comes in. Look at the big brains on Noah, right? To quote Pulp Fiction. Noah comes in and says we should ride this money line, which I gotta be honest.
I have the clip if you want to show that.
Yeah. Well, look. Well, hold on. I went in on the money line with you, buddy. Check the old tally site here, because we hit a plus 900. Play the clip. Where's my theme music? Let's go.
All right.
In the chat says Wilmington's coach already won at Rupp when he played at Gardner-Webb. Give me this. Give me the 18 and the Seahawks. I'm locking it up. Kentucky's going to win by like 8 or 9.
New Mexico State, Texas A&M Commerce, St. Joe's. Those are 3 mid-majors that Kentucky walked through games and were losing at one point. Wilmington's better than all 3 of those. I think if you're on Wilmington, you got to sprinkle a little bit on this money line here.
Let's go.
Because, that St. Joe's game came after Kansas. The first 2 were before Kansas. Now we're talking about one of their other bigger wins against Miami. Right after that, I like the spot.
Folks.
What a win.
Plus 900. Where are those pieces of shit that were talking trash about us? These alcoholics know a thing or two.
It depends on where you got that money line too, because on Tally site, my money line was plus 1,700. My money line that I bet was plus 1,280.
Yeah, I got it at plus 900. Yeah. What the hell am I doing?
Personally, I think I had like a 2 and 5 day, but when you hit a 13-1 money line, that's a free roll. That was great.
Yeah. Well, you know what this also means, right? Kentucky. East Carolina just beat the shit out of Wilmington, right? You know what this means?
Transitive property over there.
You know what this means? Kentucky, Mr. Big Blue Nation out there. You don't want to see us.
So for some actual analysis, I guess on the situation, Kentucky I think is a good team. We've seen them play great twice under the bright lights against Kansas, where they blew it late, and Miami. You just got to attribute it to some of the youth on this team. They're going to take their lumps and bruises early. You just got to grow with them. They'll be good in February and March. This is a team that you want back late in the season. But when you're getting they're just a bit inconsistent early in the season.
Let's go. Let's go. Wilmington's good.
Are they in the money line MAC top 25? I don't know What to do with them? I mean, they fucking beat the shit out of Miami. Then they lose a bye game. I'm like, well, fuck. Maybe you're back to receiving votes.
I like bruh in the chat goes, I should have bet that yesterday, but I was at a random hotel doing blow in Tahoe. Hey, we're in the we're in the circle of trust. We're in the circle of trust, but I guarantee if you talk to
the
talk
circle
to your lawyer,
of trust is about 65,000 wide now.
Yeah, if you talk to your lawyer, if you talk to your lawyer, you might want to shut the fuck up. All right, just I didn't go to law school, but DM me. I might tell you to delete everything, delete your whole fucking profile right now. But anyway, I appreciate your honesty. Game of the night also. And this has nothing to do with me hitting a bet. Well, yeah, it does in a way. Did you see LaSalle and Penn?
Yes. What a win. What a win for Fred.
This game was fucking insane. I wish I could play the clips because Penn basically hit what we thought was a game winner in overtime with about 1.8 seconds left. LaSalle had no timeouts. They inbound it. And LaSalle basically hits a half court three banked off the fucking glass. What a fuck, dude. I will say this. These, what do they call this again? The Philly tournaments. These things are fucking fire. These games are fire, man. This game was incredible. This might've been the best game of the day.
What is wrong with the sport? The sport is on crack right now. It's unbelievable, these games. And we'll talk about Vermont and Yale here in a second. Oh my God.
And by the way, we were on LaSalle. LaSalle. We picked this correctly. We should have bet it.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt covered against Alabama A&M. Good thing we didn't bet that.
Yeah, they only win when I bet them.
But how about our Mexicans? They only lose by 2 against Tarleton State. You're welcome, world. Right?
They're rolling.
This line was ridiculous. It was like 10. What was the closing number? Boom. I did sprinkle the money line, though, and I did lose a little bit there, but I still had a large wager on UT Rio Grande plus the points. And another game, while we're in the great state of Texas. Oh, Joel Osteen, his fucking university. Getting, what was that, 17, 16 and a half, whatever that number was. Houston Christian only loses by 9. Folks, can you give us a 5-star review or something? Because I feel like we're fucking fired. Yeah, we lose like one day a week. But we kind of kill shit. What a fucking call by us. 0-5 Houston Christian. We both locked that up. Let's go.
We were all over that. The trash has been killing it this week. We've been killing the trash. These trash teams are rolling, baby. College basketball.
Well, let's keep it going because we locked up Portland State and they went into Pullman and covered the 13. They only lose by 10. I'm a genius. I should be involved with the fucking space program or something. Call me, NASA. We both were on that one, so I guess we should be involved with the space program. Cal Poly. It's a good thing I didn't bet this because they got rolled by Idaho. You were on the right side of that one. Delaware State, Loyola. What a game. The Hornets keep buzzing. This Delaware State team's magical. They win outright in overtime against Loyola Maryland. You locked that, didn't you? Did you lock that?
No, I stayed away. I almost did. Don't look now. Delaware State, 4-6, and they got Gwynedd Mercy next and Virginia Lynchburg. A chance to get to 6-6.
Let's go, baby.
Into Christmas. Let's go.
Let's go. You guys sprinkled fairy dust on me with the South Carolina State play, you filthy losers. All right.
They won.
Did they cut? What was that line? Was that 2.5?
2.5. They covered.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I was watching that being like, I mean, I didn't bet that game, but I'm saying like I had it on the screen. And I was like, fucking Southern. Let's talk about TCU Georgetown. TCU blew a 15-point lead. Georgetown should have won this game because you can't review the out of bounds line on a final shot. So Emmanuel Miller banks in from the corner, very Larry Bird like, banks in a 3 at the buzzer where he catches the ball and he steps out of bounds. However, you cannot review the out of bounds. The refs miss it. TCU goes to DC, wins 84-83. Shout out to Terrell Furman Jr. He had Georgetown money line and Georgetown with the points. That was one of his locks this morning. That's a tough beat on the money line, man. That's a really tough beat. What'd you make of this game?
Yeah, I mean, we touched on it, man. We didn't know what we were getting with TCU yet. It's the first time they hit the road. So Georgetown should have won this game. I mean, he was out of bounds. I don't know how, with all the bullshit that we can review, we can't review out of bounds. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I mean, you watch college football today. It's
my God.
For example, Texas, Oklahoma State, the guy catches it. It's like clearly incomplete. It's like play on. And then it's like, all right.
That happened. No, Alabama, Georgia on a fourth down.
Yeah,
probably the biggest play of the game. The biggest play of the game.
Happened in Michigan, Iowa too. So it just turns out like, a bunch of refs are just.
What are we doing?
No. Here's the problem here. At least basketball, like college football, they review every play, but they have selective. The system is we got to get rid of review. I think, in my opinion, like
100%.
I've come full circle on this. If you would have talked to me 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, no, we got to have review. This has been better for now. What are we doing? It's like the Houston, Texas game with Holgerson, where they don't spot for the first down. It's a clear first down. We fucked this all up. The review only takes time from the game, ruins the game, and now nobody gets a call right because you don't even review it, or you do review it. In the Georgia-Bama game, they reviewed the next catch, which no one had a question. They were like, "No, that's a catch. We're good. We don't need to see the fucking review on this."
Yeah.
Since we're on a tangent about reviews, like in the final 2 minutes, I mean, if anybody asks, they basically are like, yeah, let's go review it. So all you need to go is like review. And now you get the 2 minutes of the refs over there at the desk. And now you get a free timeout. You can draw up a play. Like it's just a bunch of manipulation and slows the game down. I hate it.
We've essentially turned it into what non-review used to be, but now we just take time because our inconsistency on reviewing shit basically has the rule like it was prior. Prior, it was inconsistent because, some guy would call it a catch, not a catch. Now we've made that inconsistency the actual review. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I was anti-review from the beginning because I knew it doesn't hold the officials accountable. They just fucking guess, and it's like, all right, we'll go to the review, and then they get it wrong half the time. So what's the point of the fucking review if we're going to get it wrong? And it slows down the game. And when we get to March Madness and that's when it really fucking takes away from the game.
Well, dude,
some of these timeouts are like 5 fucking minutes in college basketball. It's ridiculous.
This play, folks, if you didn't catch the Georgetown TCU game, Georgetown inbounds the ball, like basically throws it to, half court somewhere around there, 40 feet, give or take, maybe 50 feet. And he's in the act of shooting almost instantly. Emmanuel Miller is. And I don't understand how you can review if he got the shot off, but not if he stepped out of bounds.
It makes no sense, man. They just need to get rid of it altogether. It's so dumb.
Ridiculous. It's just, it's absolutely ridiculous. TCU escapes.
And we like to bitch about the officials. So go buy our refs or terrorist shirt. So get rid of reviews so we can just bash the officials.
There we go.
And then we know who's accountable.
Guess what happened at the ozone layer today or whatever, the global warming arena? We covered. We locked up the T-Birds. They came in hot. Only lost by 10. Fuck out of here with these double-digit lines when you're Seattle. Who was it that went to Seattle? Was it fucking Elgin Baylor?
I think so.
It? There was they had Willis Reed. No, it wasn't. I think it was Elgin Baylor maybe. They had a fucking nasty player way back in the day. Well, Chamberlain went to Kansas. Anyway, my point is, I'm trying to think in my head. They had a great big man from Seattle back in the 70s. He's not walking through that door.
Yeah, it's not Bill Russell. He was a San Fran Don.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Bill Russell was maybe it was Elgin Baylor. We covered those easy. Every time Seattle's laying more than 10 points, you have to fucking lock that up. That's a new rule. New rule.
Freaking climate change place.
We ate a big bundle of shit though on Northwestern State. They only scored 40 points against Baylor. Won by fucking 51 points.
Man, I how many of these have we gotten right? It was like 4 or 5 in a row. We were due for one goose egg. Northwestern State got fucking house. They were covering at like halftime on a 5-point line. It was ridiculous.
And that's the worst part about those bet it and forget it plays is like when you lose, you don't lose by like 3 or 4. You lose by like 25. But if you win, they're like, it's just way too many points.
Hey, you know what? We gave you 5 in a row out on these look ahead spots of the Big East Challenge. We ate shit on this one. We'll be back.
I got to talk about this one because Heartbreak Hotel happened here at SGPN Studios. I put this on one of the main screens too. My fucking Sharks. They didn't cover by a half a point. Oh my God. We had the fucking Sharks. We should have made money on this. What's up?
They missed 2 free throws with 10 seconds.
I know the fucking Sharks. What the hell's going on? I want to know. I want an investigation on that player. All right, that missed those free throws. Because I think he's involved with this shit. The fucking Sharks should have covered this game. And I'm going to be on them again next time. Don't bow out now. Folks, jump on the Sharks next game. But yeah, this one fucking hurt. What'd you make of this one, man?
I did. I bet FIU, so I guess it's my fault. I'll come back to the Sharks. They've been covered too much. They got to calm down a little bit. I need them at like a 30-point dog again.
Dude, Stephen F. Austin, Abilene Christian lived up to it, man. I don't know if you guys caught this. Had this on the screen. They fucking hate each other. Yep. I didn't bet this, but this game's just a lot of fun to watch, man. They fucking hate each other. It's fun. It's a fun rivalry. Stephen F. Austin wins in overtime. Charleston. I don't even know how this. Charleston's still covered by a half a point, but they were like feisty for a lot of this game. I don't know how FAU pulled away. I had this on the screen, but I'll be honest, I started paying attention. I had to do a radio spot, and FAU kind of started to drill them late. I don't know how the score got to that, but Charleston still covered. If you got that 16.5, I didn't bet this, but what'd you make of this one?
FAU is really good. They were dominated and they still win by 16. There was a little dust up there with Pat Kelsey and one of the FAU players. And then I think it got blown over, but it was good. It was good. I like chippy games, man. So good showing from Charleston down there in Boca Raton. They're playing better slowly now.
We ate a big old bag of shit on William and Mary. I'm never taking them again.
Those fucking pussies.
Yeah, they suck. Miami, Ohio. Travis Lexington Steele getting a big time win in Huntington there. I did not see that one coming. I must shout out Josh, our producer of the Sports Gambling Podcast. Not Noah, Josh, for the SGP producer. He was telling me to take Miami, Ohio, and I was like, "Oh, we got to be honest." I thought he was fucking crazy. I was like, no. Nice play there, Josh. We hit on this one though. The Warriors of Merrimack win outright. Sprinkle. We said sprinkle that money line. Lowell loses by 6 to Merrimack. How many times can we be fucking right before you start to buy a Pick Dundee t-shirt? All right. And realize that your fucking card declined. No, I'm joking. Merrimack gets it done. And I want to mention this. I watched this whole game. Didn't have money on it. But because I support George Mason Athletics and their football program should be starting any minute now. Dude, Mason's legit. That was impressive. They went to Toledo and got it done. You catch that one at all?
Yeah, no, I actually took Toledo. So big time win for George Mason. This was Toledo's first home game in forever. Mason being able to go there, make a statement, 7-1, and they go to Rocky Top on Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh man, that might be fun, man. Because that was supposed to be Barnes against English, but English dipped because he was an assistant under Barnes. We hit on the Hornets of Sacramento State against Long Beach State. It's a bad night for the haters. Also, I should have bet Green Bay. I told you I felt good about this. Green Bay drilled Milwaukee. Milwaukee's complete fucking ass.
They are bad. I bet Milwaukee too. I ate shit on this one.
Yeah. We locked up the California Golden Bears. Easy play. They win by 15.
Never in doubt.
Good God, we're geniuses. All right. appreciate the 158 people in here just subscribing to me bragging. Western Carolina, and you were spot on with Gardner Webb taking down the Catamounts.
Bulldogs.
Taking down. We thought that stunk a little bit. Gardner Webb got it done by 5.
They're good. Those are two good teams.
Yeah. And game of the night. If you haven't seen these highlights.
Oh my God. I know what game you're talking about. Unbelievable.
Yale is at Vermont. God, I want to just play the highlights and get us sued, but God, folks, if you didn't catch the end of this game,
go check out our Twitter page.
Yale has a 5-point lead with how much time left? How much time do you think that was? 3 seconds?
5 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Something insane. So Vermont scores and then they get the offensive foul. So Vermont scores to cut it to 2 with 2 seconds left, like a 1.8, I feel like, or something crazy like that. There's an offensive foul underneath the basket on Yale. So Vermont is down 3. They get the ball. There's only like a second left. They throw it in and this dude hits a fucking 3, like running away from the basket and he gets fouled. So they win on a free throw. They score 6 points in 5 seconds or 4 seconds, whatever it was. That's one of the craziest games. Dude, we've watched a lot of basketball in our lives. I don't know if I've ever seen some shit like this.
There's one every year. There's one every year that's so fucked up like this.
He was running away from the basket and the 3 banked in.
Yeah. Dude,
and the foul.
What is he doing running away from the? He was like running towards half court when he gets it and just launches it. Fucking insane. What an insane game. If you had Yale, wait, Vermont was a 1.5 point favorite. If my memory is correct. What did that close at? Did that close at 1? Tell me that closed at 1.
I have no idea.
Because
if you had Yale on the money line.
Oh my God. You
need to get a swig of this right now.
Yeah.
Just get a swig of this whiskey and just go to bed because that was awful.
I can't believe if you had that. Don't even you need a vacation. Tell the wife, go abroad, go somewhere where there's no sports. Go to like an island, go to fucking Antarctica. I don't know, something. You just got to get out of that was just filthy.
Hurts.
Oh man, I mean that game get just college basketball. What a fucking sport. Colorado State put it on Washington. Remember, I was all over the place here. I didn't know who to pick in this one. I ended up settling with Washington. Didn't bet this game, but how about the Rams? Let's play their fucking music because they're nasty. Isaiah Stevens and company getting it done.
Well, hey, Washington controlled this game. They had the lead at the under 4, and then Colorado State with the magic again. They went on a nice run to end the game, and then made their free throws and made a big 3.
Unbelievable. 86-81 win there. Austin P, your governor, is covered by a point against Tennessee State. As Tennessee State got the dub. Wofford. This was wild because Wofford should have lost this game. They battled back, took it to overtime, won it in overtime. Middle Tennessee's on a losing streak right now. What'd you get the number at Rhode Island and Providence? Question is the real question.
You know, we gave it out 15.5, and I forgot to bet it, and I got 13.5. So I've been good about getting it the night before, and I've stolen a couple games. I gave one back here just because I was drunk last night.
I got it in.
Yeah,
ram it all day. Dude,
yeah.
This was a lot closer game than 15 fucking points, by the way. But we got it in.
It's hard to get all these games in on Friday night for Saturday slate. It's like
it's too many.
I know it takes so much fucking time to get all the bets. It's like, God damn, like spread the games out.
And I got to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get into the studio. So my thing is like, I come in at 4 a.m. and I'm setting up and everything, and I get a better chance to look at what I missed. So, Temple loses to St. Joe's by 9. We were off on that one, but we didn't bet it. Albany fucking Dartmouth. What was this line? I don't even remember this fucking line.
It was 5.5, and if you waited today, you lost. Yeah, because I think it closed at like
hilarious.
3.
Hilarious. UT Arlington, Grand Canyon. They were actually losing like 90% of this game. Grand Canyon storms back, wins by 7. We didn't lock that, but I locked this one here. My Lions of Lindenwood cover the 9. They lose by 6. We knew this line was insane. Oral Roberts beats Tulsa by 9.
Good win.
I thought we should have bet Utah State. We didn't. My apologies. Utah Tech surprisingly beat Valley. Nice win for the Trailblazers. We did eat a bundle of shit, like a large bundle of shit with New Mexico State.
Culture play.
I thought we felt all right about this, but they play again in like a week or two. We're gonna load up again. We're gonna load up
back
again.
On the Aggies,
yeah. Gonzaga. We loaded up on the Zags.
Easy.
Yes, they drilled USC by 13.
TMZ.
Absolutely fucking killed it here. Kelly LePepe did get worked by Nevada, though. We did eat shit there. As Nevada wins out. Steve Alford, what the fuck, man? 14-point win for Nevada.
He's fucking us up, man.
I know,
We
man.
keep betting against him. He's fucking us up.
I was telling my wife, I was going through my monthly payments, and I was like going through, and I was like, yeah, Netflix, this. Steve Alford. I fucking throw money every month to a couple hundred to Nevada. LMU is a weird team this year too, man. I can't understand them yet. They're weird. I've seen them look good. I've seen them look horrible. Let's get to those game balls. I mean, I told you what game ball number 1 is going to be for me. And that's UNC Wilmington. Get the fuck out of here. You remember a win at Rupp the rest of your life. You probably call your teammates when you're fucking 75 years old just to remember that time we won at Rupp. Unbelievable. That's my first game ball. Yeah. What are you doing first game ball wise?
Oh yeah, let's go from one soft blue blood to the other one. Let's go Georgia Tech. Knocking off the Dukies. How you like me now, Kentucky Duke fans? You guys got some issues, man. You guys got to figure that out.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. My second game ball. Vermont, I don't know how the fuck. There's something magical about those home games there, dude. There's something magical about that place. May I be all those yuppie fans that don't like football. We can't have a football. You're the only fucking state that doesn't have a football team. But I don't know. Something you guys do, that stadium. You guys don't lose much there. I don't know how the fuck you win down 5 with 4 seconds left. But I'm going to give them a game ball, even though they are that. You know what I mean? What are you doing here on your second game ball?
Drexel. I mean, to beat Big Brother. I know St. Joe just got done doing. I know Penn did, but Drexel said, "Let me in on the fun." Down goes Villanova again. What the fuck is wrong with this sport right now? Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're well worthy of it. I think my final one. I'm all over the place here. Part of me is like Indiana State, but also part of me is like. There was a gigantic win by Southern Illinois, but I will go. You know what though? Give me LaSalle. You pulled a win out of your ass today. That game was insane. LaSalle game ball. Fran Dunphy, baby. Let's go. Who's your final game ball?
I'll go to probably one of my bigger plays of the day, and I was called an idiot by many, including in this chat or on social media. On Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Take it to Marquette. I mean, that's
that might have been me calling you an idiot.
Oh, you were one of many. No, I went back to the comments. Everybody goes, "You're drunk, Mac. You're taking the Cheeseheads over Marquette. Marquette's gonna win by 20." Well, hey, how you like me now, baby? Cheeseheads by double digits.
There we go.
Storm that fucking court.
All right, folks, let's get to the picks because the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, NBA, NHL, college football, and college basketball. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. Noah, what are we doing here, buddy?
All right, so yesterday was a terrible day. 0-3 for me, so it was not good. Today, the games kind of came out late, so I was in the college football show with you guys, and now I'm in the college basketball show. So I've only got one so far that I've found that I like. And we're going to talk about it. I'm Max probably going to lock him up for the only time this year. Pitt hosts Clemson in a very nice spot after Clemson just knocked off Alabama. I think the Panthers probably come out on top in this game. You know, I'm like one of the biggest Clemson backers there is, but I just think it's a back-to-back road spot for Clemson. Pittsburgh's home opener in ACC play. I hate the kid, just the way he plays. He chucks up some random shots, but Blake Hinson has hit the higher than 15.5 points in each of his last 3 games for Pitt. All 3 of those games were against high major opponents. We're looking at 16 against Florida, 17 against Oregon State, and then 22 against Missouri. I'll take Blake Hinson's higher than 15.5 points to start it off. For the other 2 plays that I'm more confident in, check out my article tomorrow when it comes out.
Folks, sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Look, so watch along and make picks and maybe make some extra cash over at Underdog's mobile app or website when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. And we're going to enter you in a David Stern like raffle where, you know, it's rigged. You're going to probably get a TCE College Basketball Experience sweatshirt. If you enter, take a screenshot and DM us with something funny. Show us that screenshot. I've got a couple funny DMs that I will read off soon. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. They're going to remind you that fucking, I don't know, that Tom Garrick once played point for the Clippers in the 80s. All right. So stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, let's get through this. It's been rolling. Been fucking recording forever. I'm fucking tired, but I'm not too tired to give out winners. Check out those fly shirts too. Look at that. You wear that thing, go around town. You'll get some scattered ass. I'll tell you that. I don't give a shit if you're on the payphone. They'll be making fun of you on the payphone until they see that Pick Dundee t-shirt. Next thing you know, they're making calls with you on a payphone. Let's go. When's the last time you used a payphone, Mac?
Oh man. 05 maybe? 05?
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a while. They're not really around as much anymore.
Do you want to ask the question to me?
Yeah.
Never.
Of course.
Never.
Really? You don't trust
quarters on them?
You don't trust them? See, that's why you said you were feeling sick, man. Your immune system shit, man. You pick up a payphone, your fucking immune system's going to be battling. It's like World War III. You're going to be fucking great. You walk into any bar, you can lick a fucking bar top of the shittiest dive bar, and you're going to be fine because you used a fucking payphone.
That's where the COVID started, the fucking payphones.
They're payphones.
No. That's how you beat COVID. The problem is you're sitting inside and your immune system shit. No one's making the payphone calls. I still do those payphone calls.
There were plenty of payphones in downtown Pittsburgh. I was just never one to use them.
Yeah, well, you're the
They're
one
harder
that's
to find.
Bring
Pre-episode.
your
Noah,
quarters.
Yeah, pre-episode. Noah's sitting there like sniffing, like he's got snot fucking rockets all up his nose. He's like telling me he's just dragging ass. He's got all these types of shit. You're not using the payphone. Get yourself out to more payphones. You'll be fine. All right. Buy a Pick Dundee t-shirt and wear it to the payphones. Life will treat you grand. Columbia at New Hampshire to start things off. We got a banger.
This is fantastic.
Surprisingly, New Hampshire's actually laying points. I thought Columbia would be like a 10-point favorite here. The way they've been getting treated
here.
Yeah. I think I got to take the points. I think I got to take the points of the Lions. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points. Why is Noah here? Does he have a lock on this game?
Yeah, I have a lock on this game. I have a short list tonight, and I hit you with a couple here early, and then I'll need some nudges on others. But I like New Hampshire. I think they've got the best player on the court in Clarence Daniels. And honestly, I think he's good enough to get the Wildcats a win here by more than a possession. So Columbia, I think, I mean, they won like 6 games in a row or something. I think they're a little bit overvalued. I mean, when is the last time that Columbia has ever been on the 6-1 streak? So I'm fading them here with New Hampshire. It's their first road game in 2 weeks. So give me the Wildcats.
Columbia won by 4 last year, though.
It doesn't change my opinion. I like New Hampshire.
Lock it up, baby, for them. Let's go. I like it. Start off with the bang.
Are you guys locking it? Both of you guys?
No, I'm off this, but I'm cheering him on. I'm pulling for him.
There we go. Noah Bieniek locking up the Wildcats of New Hampshire.
And like Cameron Hurts says, it's a revenge angle.
Yeah, there you go. The Brown Bears are taking on Maine. Maine's laying 1.5. This is a battle of the Bears. Maine Bears, Black Bears, Brown Bears. I can't tell the fucking difference. But either way, they're going. They're doing battle. And I feel like this is when you ride the Ivy League Brown Bears. Now, I am not locking this because I refuse to lock them. But give me those Brown Bears. What are you doing here?
Yeah, chat. The Brown guys. Here we go. So Brown, you dive into them, man. They lost by 3. They lost by 5. They lost by 7. Every game is tight. Give me Brown. Lock it up. Wrong team favor. They're going to win the game outright. Let's go, Brown guy Bears.
You're a fucking maniac. Moneyline Mac locking up the Brown Bears, the Brown guy, whatever the fuck. All right. As long as it brings them money. This game now. Shout out to Trick Shot Bandits on Twitter. Whoever the fuck Trick Shot Bandits is, sounds like a fucking fantastic human being. He's been following us for a while, and he has been up in Boone because he's going to this game.
Yeah.
So he made that trip all the way to Boone. I'm assuming that makes he's a last year I believe he went to Morgantown for that Auburn West Virginia game. I love the fact he hits the road, and I love this game on the schedule because normally Auburn doesn't play in Boone, North Carolina at App State. Holy shit, the town might burn down. I mean, I kind of think Auburn's going to drill him, but then I'm like, SEC teams never play at Boone. So why don't we load up on App State? They've looked incredible so far. I've lost a bunch of money on App State this year, fading them. What are you doing here, man? You could talk me into locking either way. I'll be honest. Like my first thought was, oh, let's lock up Auburn because they're too fucking good for App State, and App State's won a bunch in a row. But then I got to thinking about it more, and I was like, this town's going to burn down. This might be, I think the fucking whole town is going to be at this game. What are you doing here?
I think it's a great spot for App because what do we say about Auburn? We love backing them in the jungle, but when they hit the road, they're not the same team. I'm all over App State. This is going to be jam-packed in there. I'm going to lock it. I think they might win the game outright. I think they might shock the world here. Let's go App State. Mountaineers, baby. Lock it up. Noah?
It's a young backcourt in their first road game, Colby. Take App State. I'm locking it up. I just needed a nudge.
There we go. First road game.
Let's go Mountaineers. Boone part 2, where everybody just floods onto the streets. You get some videos of that crazy town. Let's go.
Another chalk favor is about to go down. Let's go.
Where the hell is where's my theme music? I think I went past it. Where the fuck is it?
You know,
like
a lot
Ryan
of people go
Hasty
to college for 7 years.
What's that?
App State loves the spotlight.
Amen.
All right, you guys sold me. Let's put some money. Let's put some money on the Mountaineers. I will lock this one. 2 locks in a row for Dundee here because I think Florida Gulf Coast getting 16.5 is ridiculous. Give me Dunk City plus 16.5. I see you guys are here.
Yeah,
Mac's always here.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I didn't think I went anywhere. But anyway, here's another nugget for you, Colby. Guess who Cincinnati's got on deck?
Yes.
Xavier, the crosstown shootout.
That's my
Let's
favorite
go.
game. That's one of my favorite games all year.
Yep.
Sprinkle the money line.
Gulf
Sprinkle
Coast
the
is live.
fucking
Well,
money line on this. Yeah.
I'm not so sure about the money line because since he just had a huge heart attack against Howard, but this is points all day.
They're not undefeated good. That's the other thing. When teams
Yes.
are undefeated into December, they don't play well because they're not an undefeated team. They're an okay team. They're solid, but they're not undefeated good.
And Cam Hurt, I said I had 2 locks coming in, and they were both early. I mean, I've now hit both of mine. Now the rest of them, I need one of these guys to lock them up.
I'm sprinkling that money line. Let's go. Dunk City, baby. I could be talked into a lock here. Tulane is at Fordham. Tulane's laying 2.5.
I'm kind of torn on this game.
I think Tulane's going to win this game. The question is can they win by more than 2.5? I think they will. I could be talked into betting this, but I don't know. What are you doing here?
I'm going to stay away, man. I don't trust Tulane really away from home, so I'll stay away with the trip up to the Bronx.
St. Peter's is catching 5.5 against Canisius. I will take Canisius minus 5.5. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock the Peacocks. I like the spot for them here. I think that it's a bounce back for them. I think Canisius as well is a little bit overrated. I like the Peacocks here to get it done and build off of that Niagara win. Let's go Peacocks. I'm going back to them.
Whew. Noah, you're here too?
No,
MAAC.
I'm adding input. Can we make this Cameron Hurt thing a thing? The UNC Wilmington money, like just how we had SEMO money. Now we're on.
You got that Wilmington money. You get that Wright Brothers. You got that Wright Brothers money. Let's go. Moneyline Max locking up the Peacocks. Siena is catching 8.5 against Mount St. Mary's.
It's a big number.
I'm laying it all day. Siena's fucking ass.
Yeah,
I could be talked into a lock here.
See, I don't like taking the favorites in the MAAC. That was the other thing I had on the Peacocks. The Dogs always win those games and those matchups, especially when they reek. Everybody say those live reeks. That's why you take the Peacocks.
Longwood's laying 9.5 at Morgan State. No, it's too much for me. Give me Morgan State in the points. What are you doing here?
Let's take a look at this real quick. Morgan State, first home game since first week of the season. Lock it up, Morgan State. They're live in this game.
I'll join you. Let's ride with the Bears of Morgan State. You know I like Morgan State. Caught them live last year. Let's go. Coppin State's catching 9.5 at Navy.
Can't do it again.
Dude, I could. Nine and a half. Navy's laying that. I'll take the points. Fringe lock. Check the picks page. Quinnipiac is catching 1.5 at Niagara. I'll take Niagara, but I don't feel good about this game. What are you doing here?
I mean, you look at it. Quinnipiac's 5-2. Niagara 1-4. I think Niagara's better. I'm gonna lock up Niagara. I think they're due, man. I think it's a good spot.
Moneyline Mac locking up Niagara.
MAAC.
Let's go. South Dakota's laying 1.5 against Western Illinois. Ugh. I'll lay the 1.5. Don't bet this game. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't have a lock here. Take Western Illinois. Let's go.
Clemson is catching 1.5 at Pitt. Eat shit, Pitt. Give me Clemson. Could be talked into a lock here.
Okay. So Clemson's coming off the Alabama road win. They got South Carolina on deck. Pitt's coming off the loss. I hate to do it. I'll lock Pitt. I hope they fucking lose, though.
I was not going to do that.
So
okay.
Now I have to come in here and give Max
win.
shit because he gave me shit about taking Indiana over Maryland when Indiana had Michigan on deck. Now Max doing the same thing when Pitt has West Virginia on deck. Mac, do we have any announcements that we're willing to make for next week?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Okay,
yeah.
We're working on it. But
I hope I'm wrong on this one. I'm not gonna lie, but I think Pitt's gonna fuck them up.
I'll take Clemson, but I'm not going to lock it.
I mean,
Noah?
I think my Tigers are in trouble against my Pitt team.
It's a good setup though. Let them make every shot tomorrow, so they got nothing on Wednesday.
Stetson's heading to our Chicago State Cougars team. Chicago State's catching 7. Give me the Cougs plus 7. What are you doing here?
Should we lock Chicago State?
No,
I think.
don't
Check
do
the
it.
picks page. I might do this. I kind of think they're due for a win, man. They've been losing all these close games, and then Stetson's won 4 in a row. They got to hit the road.
All right, it's Chicago State. I'll throw some money.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll use that Wilmington money. Throw it on Chicago State
Yeah.
plus 7. What's up, Noah?
Gary K, great point in the chat. We mentioned about Pitt's look ahead spot. I don't think we touched on Clemson's. They have South Carolina next as well.
Ooh, well,
Undefeated.
that's true. That's true. Manhattan is catching 7.5 at Marist. What? Why?
I thought this was weird too. You want to take Manhattan?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sprinkle the money line. Fuck's going on here? Both in New York. It's not a far trip. Fairfield is catching 5.5 against Ryder. I hate this game.
I hate it too, man.
Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Give me the points as well. I was torn on this one. I feel good about the other ones, not this one.
Yeah. Elon is taking on Radford. Radford's laying 9.5. What am I missing here?
It's a lot of points for Radford to lay.
I'm on Elon.
Yeah.
Should we bet this?
I feel like we should because Radford's covered like every game this year other than the VCU game. They're due to not cover. Yeah. Take Elon.
Elon plus 9.5. Let's go. Sprinkle the fucking money line. I mean, I think Radford's probably going to win the game.
We'll win by 7.
Yeah. Murray State is catching 1.5 at Illinois State. Give me the Redbirds to win this one. What are you doing here? It's a great game.
Yeah, both teams coming off big wins. Illinois State beat Illinois Chicago. Murray beat Bradley. I'll take the home team. I'm with you.
San Francisco's catching 2.5 in Tempe. Ha! Give me the Dons. I'm not buying in this Arizona State bullshit. I buy culture, and the Dons got culture. We mentioned them back to the days of Bill Russell, baby. Give me the 2.5 in Tempe. Sprinkle the just play it on the money line. What are you doing here?
Yeah, oh yeah. San Fran. I mean, Jose Perez is too busy tweeting at me. Let's go. Let's go fucking Dons. Fuck them up.
Let's go.
Arizona State sucks ass.
East Tennessee
Mac,
State.
do we get like a thank you Bobby Hurley tweet after this one?
What?
Or thank you.
Thank
like,
you, San Fran.
if you want to like backhand Bobby Hurley, you can go thank you Bobby Hurley for like taking it more. Like
I like this.
thank you,
I like
Dons.
this angle.
If I thanked somebody after every Arizona State loss, there'd be a lot of thank you fucking notes sent out this fucking January, February. That team is about to plummet here.
Fair point. ETSU is taking on Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State's laying 4.5 at home.
This line kind of, I kind of like ETSU here, man.
I'm with you. Give me the points. Give me the
That's
points.
Fred Talk. Check the picks page.
This is what we should consider. Commerce is getting 16.5 against SMU.
I did see this game.
We can hit this, dude. We can hit this. Remember they covered for us against Kentucky.
Yeah. SMU's got Arizona State on deck. I do like it. I may stay off the lock, though.
Check the
SMU kind of fucks teams up at home.
Southern is catching a gigantic number of 26.5 in Starkville. Big number. Give me the points, I guess. Give me the points.
We got to take the points. I mean, Mississippi State, but they've been drilling the bad teams. I'll take it. I'll take the points, though.
Chattanooga's catching 3.5 at Morehead State. Give me the mocks. Give me the mocks. What are you doing here?
Yeah, bounce back. Morehead, big win over Austin P. Chattanooga lost that tough game to Lipscomb. They didn't play well. I like the bounce back better team here. Give me Chattanooga and the mocks. Lock it up.
I'll join you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dan Earl and the Mocs. Let's go. Louisville's catching 13.5 in Blacksburg. What? I kind of feel like we should bet Louisville.
Oh no. What's Virginia Tech doing? No, Virginia Tech's lost 2 in a row.
It's a big ass number though.
I know.
All right. I'm taking Louisville. I won't lock it. What are you doing? You taking the Hokies?
I'll take the points, but I'm not going to bet against Virginia Tech here.
Michael Crichton's laying 4.5 at Nebraska. Lock. Get the fuck out of here. Michael Crichton and Jurassic Park are gonna fuck up Nebraska. Mac?
Yeah, I'm with you. Remember, Nebraska kind of embarrassed them in Omaha last year. This is a fucking revenge spot. Creighton's gonna win by 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel very good about this one. Noah, I see you're here.
I don't know if embarrassed is the correct term. I think they won it on like a late game steal from Sam Hoiberg, the son of Fred Hoiberg.
I think they won by like 15.
I thought it was by 5, I think. But Creighton in a revenge angle, like I think this team is just way too talented to only be laying 3 at Nebraska. So give me the Blue Jays. I actually have this one -11. So
Sorry.
You look at Nebraska's schedule, they're like a fraudulent 7-0. They've played 5 sub 200 compound teams. Like this is their first act. Like they have Duquesne. They played Duquesne, who's okay. Like we don't know how good the A-10 are going to be yet this year. Creighton's their first true test. I don't know if they're ready for this.
Air Force is catching 5.5 at Portland. What? I will lock up Portland -5.5. I want that pilot. This is a battle of the pilots. Portland's going to drill him. Let's go. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm going to lean to Portland. Air Force playing good ball. I'll stay off the lock, though.
Eastern Kentucky taking on Western Kentucky. This game's awesome. Western Kentucky's laying 4.5. I will lay it with the tops. What are you doing here?
I love these teams, these dogs that I think can win the game outright, catching 4 or 5 points. I'm gonna lock up Eastern Kentucky. I think they're the better team.
I think it's a kind of a wash, but Moneyline Mac, lock it up. The Colonels. Pepperdine's catching 18.5 in Boulder.
Oof.
It's too big of a number, man. I'll take Pepperdine. What are you doing?
Colorado, he's coming off the loss to Colorado State, but kind of a look ahead. I saw this. They had somebody on a look ahead. The Colorado on deck has Miami. I'll take the points. That's what it is.
Lamar's catching 11.5 at Sam Houston. Give me the points. I could be talked into a lock here. I mean, I could see this being closer. What do you think?
I'm torn on this one. I'll take the points with you though.
Minnesota's catching 12.5 at Ohio State.
What do we do here?
I'm just on the points. I'm staying away though. I'm not betting this fucking game. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it. Minnesota beat them outright last year. Revenge angle.
San Diego and Steve Lavin are catching 13.5 at Stanford. Give me the points.
Here's a ballsy lock. The Tree Huggers actually played well in the Bahamas. They have not played well since, or they have not played at all since. At 10 days off, they're going to drill San Diego. Tree Huggers by 20. Lock it up.
Forget more people were at the game in the Bahamas than they are in Palo Alto. That hurts them.
I think Lavin team sucks.
They do, but I just think Stanford is a weird team. Noah, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this is one that I needed just a little bit of a nudge on. Like Stanford, I think I have a pretty good read on. Like their loss against Santa Clara, they were without one of their starters in Brandon Angel, who was a huge piece in the Bahamas, where they went to double overtime against Arkansas. They were leading by 15, multiple different stretches against Michigan, and they blew that game late, and they were just ready to hit the road, get out of the Bahamas. They got ran off the court by Northern Iowa. I just thought there was no motivation in that game. You get 10 days off, like Max said. This is a spot where they need to get right in San Diego. I question their pulse. I mean, this is a team that, I mean, they've been a bunch of kind of low majors so far this year. And when they've stepped up in competition, specifically against Hawaii, they got their ass kicked. So give me Stanford.
Do you know where Steve Lavin's from?
Is he from Palo Alto? Tree huggers. I'm still on the tree huggers.
I think he's from right outside Palo Alto.
They're like 6-2. They're
yeah.
the biggest fraudulent 6-2. They're gonna get fucked up. Let's go, huggers.
North Dakota's catching 6.5 in Riverside. Nope. Give me Riverside. What are you doing here?
I kind of like Riverside here too.
Central Arkansas is catching 21 at Hawaii.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's a lock.
That's too many, right?
That's ridiculous. Come on, lock up Central Arkansas.
Let's go. Let's go. System play. You can't lay 20. Who the fuck? Tony Maroney's not back on Hawaii, folks. Anthony Carter is not playing point for Hawaii. Let's go. Give me the 21 and the Bears. Folks, that's our show. I'm not recapping all this shit. Let's get out of here. I've been talking on the microphone for 4 hours, something like that. Just right now. That's not including this morning, folks. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience, the home for all of our. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time.
It will be paradise though once you hit. But folks, yes, youtube.com/the College Experience, the home for all of our stuff. Check out the College Football Experience, the FCS College Football Experience. Obviously, there's playoffs going on. Fantastic. The College Basketball Experience, the College Baseball Experience with Noah Bieniek and myself. And then don't forget about Moneyline Mac and the Big 12 Experience. It's the Big 12. And check out the Ryan and Rush Show. Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77. Follow away, folks, and check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Obviously, NFL Sunday tomorrow should be fun. And yeah, until next time, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7. Let's get 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Logic is leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallengeable and stiff. So arrange the pieces to appear cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without